I don't care who you are. I don't care how young you might be. I don't care what you might think about yourself. One thing you need to realize is that you have way more influence than you realize. Okay, you might be down and out. You might be extremely down bad, but there are people that you are influencing in your personal life. It could be a younger sibling, your friend, your parents, or it could even be a minor, simple, small thing that you're influencing. That small thing cascades into something much bigger. If you've heard of the butterfly effect, it's the idea that little things that seemingly are insignificant, that are small, compound and have a domino effect over time and then become bigger and bigger and bigger. For example, I meet somebody down the street and I have a small, short 5-minute conversation with them, but I say the right things in this conversation. And then because of that, he goes back and then he starts changing one simple behavior and he starts doing it differently. For example, I talk about the emphasis of sleep. And so now he starts to wake up earlier and now he's going to the gym more frequently. Now he goes to the gym more frequently. He starts to lose weight. Now that loss of weight helps boost his confidence. And then from there, he goes and gets a job, and then it goes further and further. You can follow me, you could do whatever. I'm just going off the cuff. But the point is, little things that seem like they don't matter, little conversations, simple things in your immediate circle actually have a profound influence. And you don't really realize it right now because a lot of us are insecure. A lot of us are not feeling the best at times. And so we don't feel as significant because maybe we don't have a platform. Like maybe, for example, you're not somebody that has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. And so you might think that what you're saying does not resonate with at least a few people. That's something that I go through, man. I have like 2,400 subscribers right now. It's only hitting me right now that I'm actually influencing people, right? There's 300, 400, 500 people that watch my videos. And within them, let's say maybe 20 of them actually watch it to the end, which is a very underestimate of how many it would be. But even those 20 people, because I'm saying maybe one thing that sparks something in their mind, and then they go and make one little change. And then as I described earlier, one little change could compound into a profound difference in people's lives. And so that's me with this YouTube channel, and it's maybe a little bit easier to see. But even you, whoever you're around, the people that are around you, you're influencing them. It doesn't matter if it could be positive, it could be negative, and it doesn't matter how little your voice might seem. It's not actually as little as you think it is because you're effectively changing the scope of the conversation just by being there, right? Like, for example, for me, I try to be a very positive person. And so when I'm in the room, if there's a conversation that's going on that might have a negative tone, I try and flip the conversation into a positive direction. So in that sense, I try and be a positive influence. And so you yourself, you should try and figure out what you could do to also be a positive influence if that's something that you value or something that you care about, which I think most people do. Most people want to be able to impact others positively, right? But that's the thing to realize. You do have an influence, whatever you're doing in your day-to-day. If you want to change the world, the best way that you could do it is by changing yourself. By being the best version of yourself, that then allows you to be the most positive influence to the people around you. And by you being the most positive influence to the people around you, they also end up being the most positive influence around the people they're around. And then it pretty much compounds into the world being a better place. So that is a simple way of making the world great, by all just focusing on ourselves and all becoming the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And if you want to learn how to do that, there's tons of resources online, particularly on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm focused on, making the most out of every second, making the most out of this life. It's short, it's fragile. Our time is precious. We're young. We need to make the most out of it. I think most people watching this are also in their early 20s or teens. Or maybe a little older, but still very, very young in the scope of how long we're going to live. Okay, we're going to live until we're 90, 100 years old. And so we have a long time to go, but time moves quick, right? We're already more than halfway through 2022, right? More than halfway through to 2022 already. How are we doing so far? Some of us are happy with our progress. Most of us are not super happy, right? So time moves quick. We need to make the most out of it. That's the message for today. Just make the most out of yourself and your environment by being as positive of a influence as you could be. So if you enjoyed, subscribe, like, comment. Other than that, hope you have a great, phenomenal day. Peace.